What is going on, guys? It is Cool Ninja 77 here, and today we are back with part 6 of our Worst First series. As of this point, if you guys are new, what it is we will rank a map every day, and let me just throw this out there: we are not doing any remasters, and we are not. This is pretty much my opinion, and I'm gonna give you some reasons why I don't like this map. So let's get into it. As always, we start off with the pros. So the first pro is a Spikemore. Of course, I don't know anyone who hates these. If you do, there might be something wrong with you. I'm just saying, these things are awesome, and they shoot out those spikes when a zombie comes close to them, and they are needed for the Easter egg step. So Spikemores might be one of my favorite things about this map. So let's get on to the next thing. And then we have the JGB, or the Baby Maker, or Baby Gun, whatever you want to call it. This thing is awesome, and there's just nothing more to it. It's so fun to turn them into babies. It might not be super effective, but it's really fun punting little baby zombies around. So yeah. Then we have the water, how it looks. It looks so good in this map, I'm not gonna lie. It just adds to the effect of this jungle, and it just makes you feel like you are actually in a jungle when you see that nice blue looking water. Next we have the sights, which also go with the water, and it's like sometimes you play this map, you just get lost in the scenery. Especially, I know we're not talking about remasters, but especially on Black Ops 3, it just looks so good. And even I would go out to say the best looking map of all time. And this again has a cool atmosphere, and I like what they did with this map because they experimented. Like, this I think was the closest map to an Egyptian map with pyramids. Like, they tried stuff out in this map where like all the other ones were in a facility, they're in this old abandoned thing. This one, they're in not a pyramid, sorry, they're in like a temple, an old temple, and that's one of the things I love about this map. The next thing I have on the list for pros is the wells, or those geyser things, because those things are pretty cool. They're not super useful for getting around the map very fast, but they are just fun and pretty cool to do the first time, especially the first time. Then we have the minecart, and this thing is, again, I don't use it hardly at all, but it's really fun and really looks good when you go down it. And then finally on pros, could also be a con, I guess, is we have the monkeys. These little guys, I know a lot of people might hate them, but personally, hear me out. I like the monkeys on this map instead of Ascension. I hate the monkeys on Ascension because I feel like they're pointless and they just steal your perks, and that is just, drives me crazy. And they're 2 hits to a thunder gun, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the monkeys on this one. I love how you can just take a carpenter and you can turn it into a max ammo, and then you could turn that max ammo into a perk if you're good enough. Now, there is a certain level of skill that goes into this, but yeah, that's one of the things I love about the monkeys on this map. Now that we got the pros out of the way, let's get into the good stuff, or the cons. I have the Inferno zombie. So I didn't put the Shrieker on this list because I think the Shrieker is perfect, like it's balanced and all that, because they're very weak, easy to kill, where the Infernos are just a pain, especially for the Easter egg step. You know what you are, where you have to walk it around the whole entire map. Just thinking about it right now makes me mad. Thinking about these Infernos makes me mad. Another thing is that they come so often that, like, why do you want to fight a special zombie every round? And that's a problem with other games like World War II, but we're not talking about that. So then we got the trapdoors. I hate these things. Like, I don't want to be on the edge of my seat every time I have to run past these 2 doors and spawn and feel like I have to jump. Same thing with the next one is the mudroom. Why do I want to have to, like, and then, like, it's not like the other mud or something. It literally slows you down to about half a centimeter a second. So, like, you're not moving at all when you get in this mud. That's one thing I hate about it. And I guess Shangri-La is fun till like around 25. After that, it's just horrible, in my opinion. The next thing we have kind of go hand in hand. It is high rounds, and bad for new players. So first off, let's talk about bad for new players. If someone asks me what type of map with the first DLC they should get out of Black Ops, I would probably tell them go for Moon just because you get all the remasters, or go for Ascension because that's just a good one, and then Call of the Dead would be my second choice. But this one, I would never recommend. This would be the last one I would tell people to do next to Moon. And the only reason Moon beat this one is because it has the remasters. Hate that. The high rounds on this map are horrible because you have to deal with one of those Infernos or Shriekers every round. And it's not like they come in the beginning of the round, they come like halfway through. Adds another layer of irritatingness to it. The last one we have is the Eclipse. Now, the Eclipse in normal is fine, but it's for the Easter egg. Every step has to be done in Eclipse mode. Who approved this? That's what I want to know. Like, this is the worst design in an Easter egg probably ever. I'd rather shoot rocks on Revelations than have to change it to Eclipse every freaking time I want to do an Easter egg step. But that is it. So that is all of the cons. Thank you guys for coming out watching. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. Or if you agree, let me know in the comments below. And other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.